and react to these hoes. I hope you in for a laugh. Let's go.
Just because I'm in a relationship does not mean that I need to close myself off from other guys.
Bitch, yes the fuck it does. That's the whole point of dating. Not gonna lie, fellas, we're fucking cooked, bro.
That's
I'm
crazy.
staying single forever. Holy shit.
Now look, I'm not gonna say, but look at this. Just look at the way she look. She finger to the mouth. You feel me? She thinking. Well, you already know. Finger to the mouth. She thinking about something. You feel me? That look in her eyes. Demon mode activated. Homie, not even paying attention. He's not even aware. And just like that, yo, bitch is gone. All it takes is the right dude, bro. He ain't even say nothing to her. He not even speaking. He not even looking her direction. And Shawty already relationship. One, I just saw it before he decided to take it any further. And two, why would you say that out loud? I guess it's just showing us the mindset. And that's the one thing as fellas, I just got to encourage you all to be aware of the mindset. Because this is not just one person who feels this way, bro. I promise you, millions of them feel like this.
Just because I'm in a relationship does not mean that I need to close myself off from other guys.
Bitch, just because I'm in a relationship does not mean I need to close myself off to other guys. Look, there are women out here who firmly believe until there's a ring on it, there's no commitment. And it's like, to a certain extent, I understand. But why would I ever give you a ring if there was no commitment to begin with? Giving you a ring doesn't make you a good person, a good partner, or a committed partner. So before I tell you I want to be with you for life, you have to show me that you want to be with me for life. And if you never close yourself off from other better options, then how do I know that I'm even the option you want? You feel me? And so that's what guys just have to understand. She might always be looking for another option. You need to know who you're dealing with and choose accordingly. But that's crazy. She said that on public TV. I'm in a relationship, but just because I'm in a relationship doesn't mean I should stop looking for another guy. What? Bird brain.
Build that ass up. I'm a fitness trainer.
Ooh, that's fine. It doesn't mean no more building.
Okay, all right. When he said you could work on the booty a little bit, and then you were like, no, I'm good. Well, maybe a little stubbornness too, and I don't know. Like,
well, you're telling me that you want to change me. I'm telling you I'm fine.
That made that motherfucker fat. When he told you that he could help you, feel me, get the booty going, you push back. And I'm like, why not? He said, why not? Made that motherfucker sit up.
Fine, so that's the problem for you?
No, probably because the booty, me, I'm from the South, so traditionally, how I get down.
You said, I'm from the South. You know we like them thick. I like me a thick woman. I'm not from the South, but I still like me a thick woman. I don't know what you're talking about. Cornbread fed on mama.
Cornbread, maybe it'll get bigger.
Well, we said you was fine, like you didn't want to change it. So
I am fine.
Well, I mean, you are fine. I'm not disagreeing with you there, but I was like, if you wanted to put it on, I would have been encouraging that. But you didn't seem open-minded to. That's why I had to make my decision.
Have you had therapy before?
No, you want to be my therapist?
I charge by the hour.
Sure.
It's funny, but it's not a joke.
He said it's funny, but it's not a joke. Like, you could laugh at it, but I'm telling the truth. He said, have you ever been to therapy before? She said, why? You want to be my therapist? He said, I charge by the hour. She said, that's fine. And then laughed. He said, this conversation might seem funny, but this is not a joke. And then look at what ensues.
You think I need therapy?
I know you need therapy. I think we're all...
You say you think I need therapy? He said, I know you need therapy. I think we all do. It's not just about you.
Giving a bit of constructive criticism and you're taking it harshly, which means you have a level of insecurity.
I'm very secure with myself.
And so he said, everybody in this lineup, 3 different dudes have just said something back in response that wasn't even tearing her down, but was like, the way you responded to his suggestion shows that you're not looking to change anything about yourself. And she responded by, you damn right, I think I'm perfect, I'm fine. And he said, have you ever been to therapy? And she made it into a joke.
So,
Thank you for proving my point.
You're
It's okay
fine.
to be insecure.
but I'm
It's
not.
okay.
So you don't know me. You just see me 2 seconds ago.
And see, he said, I think there's a level of insecurity to you. She said, I'm not insecure. And he said, as human beings, we all have some level of insecurity. And she said, not me, maybe you. And he's like, I mean, the fact that this is your response to be saying that everyone should go to therapy and suffers from some level of insecurity lets me know that you need more therapy than you're willing to admit.
Insecurity is something we all struggle with. The fact that you can't admit that, already proving to me that it's going to take work to communicate with you because you're not listening to me.
Build that ass up.
See, that's what it comes down to right there, is that you're not even listening to the words that are coming out of my mouth. I said, I think we all should go to therapy, and I think we all suffer from some level of insecurity. And the first thing you're saying is, I'm not insecure, I don't need to go to therapy, and straight pushback, right? He's like, bet you're not even listening to what I'm saying, because it's not just a personal thing. I'm putting we all, that includes me, like whatever. But let's see what the comments said. Men are so exhausting. The constant need to humble us is strange. What? Nobody was trying to humble her. Like, it was literally just a general. I think this is the biggest takeaway for me. Is like 4 different dudes all spoke and gave their general consensus of how the interaction was going. And everybody is saying that the men are antagonizing her and that they're exhausting. But if 4 different dudes all approach the same thing saying, I don't know how I feel about this response, why can't it just be a matter of men don't respond well to that type of behavior, as opposed to men are exhausting? Like, how all the men there could say she's exhausting as well. This is so exhausting. Women are exasperating. Like, no, they just said, not for me, bro. And they said that they gaslit her. It wasn't a matter of whether or not they liked what she looked like. He said, you are fine. But the fact that you gave such a pushback, I don't like it. No one told her that she needed to change. They said, I don't like it. They're looking for their mate. They trying to find the woman they do want to be with. And they're saying it's not her because they don't like the way she responded to my nigga's suggestion. And in the comments, it turns into their body shaming her. They just said she's fine. Oh, God. Lustful men. She's good the way she is. I guess. They said revoke his license immediately. Nobody ever needs to book a session with him because he asked if she'd ever been to therapy. And then he said that every human being has some level of insecurity that they need to address. And she's not even willing to admit that she has any insecurity, means that he needs to have his license revoked. For what? Speaking in generalities? The foot? That's crazy. I think these men just want to date men because they said they didn't like the way she responded to their. A man gave a suggestion that she clearly didn't care about. And 3 other men said they understood his suggestion and she still didn't give a fuck. And so the response is that all 4 men like men, as opposed to they didn't like her response. That shit's asinine. That's crazy. I don't even really want to go no more further. I just think it's interesting that all these comments is women too, saying that these niggas is crazy. Like, whatever. That's interesting. I'm surprised not one dude said anything. Niggas saw that shit and was like, not worth my time. Oh shit.
Niggas be thinking they fucking slick. You ever texted a nigga, right? And he asks you like, yo, what's up? So you say some shit like, you'd be like, oh, you know, I'm hungry or whatever, something that, you know, the next step would be for them to be a man and take care of it. That don't bother me. It don't bother me if you don't want to be a man or whatever, but I hate the finessing.
How is that a finesse? How is it a finesse for you to dry bag and get ignored? Nobody is finessing you. If you dry bag and you don't get a response, that means your finesse didn't work. So because you were unable to be the finesser, you feel like you got finessed? Make that make sense. She said, why is it that these niggas go MIA after you make a statement to them and expect them to do the man thing and solve the issue? Why is it the man thing to do to solve your issue? If clearly we not locked in enough for you to even call me and ask me directly, that means you not mine. You not my woman. You not. Look, if my girlfriend can't call me and say, babe, I need some money for lunch, and expect that I'm gonna send her the money, that means you're not supposed to be calling me and asking me for shit. Because if you are my girl, bro, you don't have to. The fact that she feels as if she's getting finessed because niggas went in after she asked them for something.
Right? Because you'll tell a nigga, oh, I'm hungry. They'll go missing for some hours. And then try to come back with something. Fuck you. Actually, nigga. Ask you like, yo, what's up? So you say some shit like, something that next step be them being a man. And it don't bother me. It don't bother me if you don't want to be a man or whatever, but I hate the finessing. You right? Because you're telling a nigga, oh, I'm hungry. They'll go missing for some hours. Come back texting and talk with some, did you eat? Fuck you.
Shit. As a man who's definitely done that, it's because bitch, I'm not here. No. Unless you are my girlfriend, my wife, do not dry bag. I'd much rather you just directly ask me. I'm not gonna lie. I've had a little shawty just hit me like, yo, I'm trying to go get something for lunch. You want to send me some money? No. But I will. But do I want to? Fuck no. Will I? Sure, you cool. You feel me? I'd much rather you just ask me straight out than hit me with the, oh, I really need that. I don't like dry beggars. Just ask me directly. And the fact that she feels as if she's getting finessed when she tried to finesse a nigga. Hey, yeah, so I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I peeped this a couple of little shawties. Yeah, cool. You know what you about to get. You feel me? I have no problem offering when I feel like it. But don't just come around here expecting shit. That's where you be getting fucked up. Just expecting shit. Don't just be expecting shit, bro. And if you are gonna ask nicely. You feel me? Maybe I'm just old school. Actually, I guess it's not old school in this sense. I just prefer someone being straight up. Be straight up and honest. What you want. Because if I got it and I'm willing to give it, you gonna get it. But if not, then you just saving both of us the time. And the hard feelings. Because don't get mad at me when I'm not willing to succumb to the shit that I never agreed to. Oh, God.
Before we go, the middle part where the butter's sinking is the last part that you don't go in before it's all done.
No, thank you.
Okay. Understood?
Got it.
You said what?
I literally just said not the middle part to the end.
He said, please don't. The middle part is the best part. Wait until the end to eat it. And before they even got halfway through, I will say this: why are they sharing a double stack? I hope they ordered more. Like, were these niggas not hungry? That's my biggest question, actually. Before I even get into dissecting what she did, I'm kind of not even really mad at her, because why are they sharing a double stack and it don't even got no toppings? Like, it's just too bald head at it. Don't even really look like it's no syrup on it. So for him to say don't eat the center with the butter, and I ain't even got no eggs to go with this, I feel like Lil Shawty was probably just already irritated because she was probably thinking like, what the fuck is this? That's honestly what she was probably thinking. What is this? Where are we? All right, this ain't even the caliber restaurant I was expecting to go to. And then he telling her not to eat the middle of the pancake. And she's probably sitting there like, nigga, why I ain't got my own pancake? I want steak and eggs. But look at the look on his face. That is the face of a man who's like purely shocked. He's in pure, utter disbelief. I know I'm not seeing what I'm seeing right. I know this bitch did not just do exactly what I told her not to do. Bro, she did exactly what you told her not to do. And she was probably looking at him in the face. That's why she dropped it. Look at what he do next.
Oh, I'm not paying for this either.
He said, I'm not paying for this.
You invited me to breakfast, and I really have to pay for the bill. Are you serious?
I was going to pay because you ruined my pancake.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Before we go, the middle part where the butter sank in.
She's surprised that he was salty. And he literally said, look, the middle part where the butter sank in, do not touch that to the end. That's the best part. You got to save it for last. And then once he responded and got up, before he responded, he said,
what are you doing? Why would you do that?
Why?
I literally just said not to
I just said not to touch that part yet. And then he got up and said, I'm not paying for this.
I'm not paying for this either.
You invited me to breakfast, and
I really... her next thing is to say, I can't believe I have to pay for this. He just told you he's not paying for it. Like, this is the issue. I hope that he never went on a date with her again, because she clearly don't listen to shit.
Have to pay for the bill? Are you serious?
I was going to pay because you ruined my pancake.
Are you serious? Wow.
Before we go.
She's, wow. Somebody said his side chick would have never done that. Somebody else said, that's not even funny. It's just mean. Pay for the disrespect. It was disrespectful, but at the same time, I'm going, why are they sharing a double stack? I will leave them alone, but why are they sharing a double stack?
What?
I told this man, I said, well, damn, you know, I ain't talked to you all yesterday. He said, how? I was sending you reels on Instagram.
They really do be like that. They do be like that sometimes. I definitely had two little shawties where we would communicate by sending each other reels. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would still talk to her on the phone. One of them, I'll talk to her on the phone probably almost every day for at least 30 minutes to an hour. But this is something else I'm gonna tell you. Don't do that shit, gang. Don't kick up on the phone with hoes for hours at a time, bro. And damn sure don't do that shit multiple days out the week. Not the same woman, bro. Don't do that shit. And I can't even fully explain to you why. It's just do something else. You feel me? Talk to her. You could talk to her, you could check in with her, you could say what's good. But honestly, don't even try and check in with her like that. Like, wait for her to try and check in on you, gang. Like, just don't seem overly pressed. You feel me? That's the thing. Just don't seem overly pressed. And I'm not saying to disregard her and not make, you feel me? They like when you feel me? You get to hear safe, like you feel me? You could check in, but don't be like, what are you doing today? How's your day going? You feel me? Nah. If she just left you, be like, all right, do you get home safe? You could do little shit like that. But even then, every time she leave, don't do it every single time she leave, gang. Do it sometimes. Right. And other times when she leave, and just be like, text me when you get home. You feel me? And if she don't, 1 or 2 times, don't even call it out. You feel me? So care, but don't overshow that you care. You feel me? And just can't let them get too comfortable. I guess that's the best way to put what I'm trying to say. Just, you don't get too comfortable, and don't ever let her get too comfortable. And the best way to do this is by not overly checking in. You feel me? And giving play-by-play updates. That shit, you don't need that shit. As an adult, You don't need that shit. Think about it like this. Back in the day, you didn't talk to nobody every day. 50 years ago, the only people that you spoke to every day was the people who lived in your house. That's in at the place that you worked. And outside of that, like 8-hour gap at work, you didn't talk to them or even have access to them. Maybe 50 years ago, okay, the phone, 100 years ago. Before the telephone, niggas was sending letters to people, bro. People did not have everyday access. And then people, even with spouses, wouldn't talk to their spouse for 2 hours every day, bro. Because this nigga would be riding a horse to get to the nearest city and village, you feel me, to work, or on the railroad and have to commute an hour just to get there and an hour to get back, and then be working for 12 hours, 10-hour days. This nigga's going to sleep when he gets home. And she woke up when the roosters woke up. He didn't get home until 3 o'clock in the morning, and she went to sleep already. So I say all this to say, us thinking that we need constant daily communication to maintain a connection with somebody is some bullshit. It's the fact that we have immediate gratification of talking to people and feeling like we have access to something. And I feel like a lot of people invest their emotional security into their partner and feel as if their partner is feeding into them. And if they don't get that spark, that oomph every single day, they don't feel complete. Which, cool. If you feel like that, I'm not trying to take it away from you. I think it's beautiful that you found somebody who makes you feel like that. And hopefully they make you feel the same way. You feel me, vice versa, whatever the case may be. But realistically, I know that for thousands of years, people had relationships, marriages, all of that, and they didn't talk to each other every day. So I'm not pressed about talking to you every day. If we're in a relationship, I don't care if we get on the phone every day or if I see you every day. Now, more than 3 days without saying anything, egregious. Don't fucking play with me. But 4 hours, 6 hours, shit. I'm 32. I ain't talked to you for 32 years out of my life. Why am I going to be so pressed to have instant communication and contact with you after 6 months? There's been hundreds of people that I've known for years that I don't even talk to once a year anymore. Let's see if you stand the test of time before I get worked up about whether or not you texted me back. All I ask is don't do no fuck shit and don't do nothing that's going to embarrass me. And if you are doing shit that's going to embarrass me, at least give me the heads up to know that you embarrassing. That's all I ask. You ain't got to talk to me every day. Just give me the signs and signals that you be outside. You feel me? But that's another thing. Leave the space for them to come to you. That's one thing I also had to learn as a man. Is yes, pursue. Yes, make initial contact. Yes, set intentions. And then step all the way the fuck back and see if she cares about those intentions. You can share every intention that you have and it be well received. And the only intention of the other person is to receive the benefits of your laid out intentions. Cool. You just gave me the whole game plan and the map for what I should expect for the next couple of months. I'm here for it. Nah, fuck all of that. I'm here to have fun. This is all you need to know for now. But underneath this fun is a constant evaluation of whether or not this is beneficial for my long-term engagement. And then if at any point it seems as the answer to that is no, ejecto seat, bitch. Out. You feel me? Or I'll eject myself. Look, I got a parachute. I'm ready to take flight. What are we talking about? You feel me? And I think that's the problem. A lot of people overinvest into the idea of a relationship way too early before they even realize whether or not it's a safe space for them to be at or be themselves. And I think part of this is also when we first get into contact with a potential relationship partner, we show up as the best version of ourselves and we stop taking fully into consideration how we even like the interaction because we're so caught up in being our best self that we're not paying attention to how the other person is making us feel because we are trying to make them feel something. You got to stop doing all of that. Stop. Do not get so overly invested in the performance of making someone like you that you stop negotiating whether or not you like the experience you're having with that person. And another part of this is ego, especially if you're dealing with somebody fine. You like, oh, they're so fine. I want them to want me. I want them to like me. And you're not even taking into regard whether or not you like them. Stop doing that shit, gang. That's enough. I'll get philosophical a little later.
This all I be wanting, and it takes less than 30 seconds.
30
Good
seconds.
afternoon, beautiful. I've been admiring you from a distance, and I've seen that you're single and you're ready to date. I was wondering if you're not doing anything on Friday, if I could take you out to dinner around 7:30. You don't have to worry about anything. Just be ready around that time and send your address so I can pick you up. And see,
And so this is what she just said. She said, this is all I want. 30 seconds or less. Hey, beautiful, I've been watching you and I've seen that you're single and ready to date. How the fuck do I just see you and know that you're single and ready to date? If this is the case, this means I've been watching you for a while. I think that's kind of weird. All right, moving on. I want to take you out for a date at this date and this time, and we're going to this place. Be ready. So you want someone to look at you and walk up to you and tell you that they know that you're single and that you're ready to date, and they're taking you out on this date and time, and to be ready. I'm going to say this. If anyone that I didn't know approached me and told me they made any observation about me and that they wanted to meet up with me at this exact date and time, and they already had it planned, I'm going to be like, who the fuck are you? What? And as a man, I don't think I've ever approached a woman and told her this day and time in the first 30 seconds of meeting her. So I'm going to think it's fair to say that most dudes aren't just walking up to women they've never met and saying, be ready at this time within the first 30 seconds. Because first off, they're usually going to wait and see what you even say back before they even go into a whole spiel. So look, I'm glad that this is her dream, and I wish that someone would make it come true for her. But the only type of person who's making some shit come true like that for you is someone who already had a date planned and a date just canceled on them, or they trying to prove a point or a bet or some shit, and it has nothing to do with you. Like, the closest to this I can see happening is somebody seeing her and being like, oh, yo, you're fine. What are you doing this date? Because I know exactly where I want to take you this weekend. If you're free, I'm free at this time. That I can see. A dude just saying, hey, beautiful, you're gorgeous. I've been watching you and I've realized you're single and ready to date. How the fuck do I know that you're ready to date if I'm just now meeting you? Oh, gosh.
less than 30 seconds. I know I'm not asking for too much. This all I be wanting, and it takes less than...
I'm not going to say she's asking for too much, but she's asking for something kind of very specific. Somebody was like, men do this all the time. I'm sure they walk up and ask for a date, but to say, hey, beautiful, you're gorgeous, I've been watching you. I feel like if a dude that you don't know came up to you and said, I've been watching you, you're going to feel weird about it. Like, maybe I'm assuming things. I don't know. But I feel like that's a safe assumption to make. Because I know if somebody walked up to me and said that they've been watching me and they noticed something and I didn't know who they were, I'm like, who are you and why are you watching me? Get the fuck out. Bro, the video ain't even played for 2 seconds and half the room already done popped. That's crazy. They was not rocking with the boy.
Thanks, Eric.
Sorry?
Eric.
Eric, how old are you?
Didn't even get his name out. Eric didn't even get to say his name before the ladies was said. Boop, 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 boop. Get the fuck on. And let's break down why Eric got skipped so fast.
Thanks, Eric.
Sorry?
Eric.
Eric, how...
4 balloons before he even got his name out his mouth. Part of the reason is the fact when he said his name, he didn't sound sure of himself. He didn't sound confident. Do I think that necessarily? No. I heard him say Eric, but they said what? Which means he had to say it again, which in their head registers as you're not confident, right? You sound like a bitch, bruh. Why are you walking out so timidly? And I'm also going to say that sweater looked like he might be going to church. Ain't nothing wrong with going to church. It's just he looks like a good guy. And clearly they didn't want a good guy.
How old are you?
33.
And where are you from?
From Dallas, Texas.
Okay, and what do you do?
I work in marketing for one of the largest design firms in the world.
That one I don't understand. I don't understand why she popped when he said he worked for a marketing firm for one of the largest ones in the world.
Oh, and now what are some of your deal breakers?
Someone who doesn't want to have kids. I eventually want to be a father one day.
Yes, okay.
Dang, bro. Dang. I want to be a father one day. So he has a good job. He has aspirations to be a father. And he's clean cut, you feel me?
Did pop just because I wasn't initially attracted to you, not my type, so that's why I popped.
Initially,
all right, Jasmine, why did you end up popping?
She popped before he said his name. So the way he walked in the room just wasn't it for her.
Your balloon?
Just the height and just a little too reserved for me.
A little too reserved for me. He's not doing the most. He's not overly. Honestly, I promise you, is because the way he walked out seemed timid. That's really all it is. He didn't take up enough space and he didn't speak with a grounded voice. If he would have came out and said, shoulders back, hi, my name's Eric, before they even asked, they would have at least let him answer the questions before popping. But he didn't even get his name out. Hi, my name's Eric. What? Eric, you feel me? He went to say it the second time. Why you gotta say your name twice? You don't know who you are. You can't speak up in a room. You feel me? It's crazy, but it's that. You got 30 seconds, bruh. He ain't even get 30 seconds. And sometimes it be like that, especially on this show, though, because they know that there's another dude waiting to come out. So the illusion of options is, you feel me, a big factor in this as well.
I feel like I might be a little too confident, maybe a little too straightforward. I feel like I would be more confident than you are. And
I feel like I'm a little too confident, a little too straightforward. I'm going to be more confident than you are. Just in 30 seconds, she got all of that. But listen to the way she's speaking. Like she's speaking like she's for certain.
Height too, but you're well dressed, you're well put together. Your values, everything you said, amazing. So, yeah.
I hate to say it, but it's just the height too. Sorry. How tall are you? You know, like 5'2". I'm sorry. I know. So what's usually like the height that you'll date? Maybe 6 foot.
The fact that she's looking at the ground lets me know that she doesn't even believe the shit that she's saying. She's just trying to say something to answer the question. He's like, so honestly, the only thing, pretty much the other women said the same thing she was already thinking, and she doesn't want to reiterate it because she doesn't have a better way to say it. She feels as if he's not confident, bro. The height, and then she said, I'm only 5'2", but why are you justifying it if it is the height? You feel me?
Okay.
My name's Eric.
Sorry? Eric, how old are you?
33.
And where are you from?
From Dallas, Texas.
Okay, and what do you do?
I work in marketing for one of the largest design firms in the world.
Oh, cool. And what are some of your deal breakers?
That's crazy. Honestly, I don't really know what to say other than, fellas, walk in that bitch like you own the room and use your voice like it's, you feel me? A trumpet. Take up space. There's somebody who's like, y'all deserve exactly who y'all end up with. And other people said, I hate to say this, but don't be mad if he marries outside his race. I think that's a interesting thing to break down too. Because if you watch this video, it's all brown-skinned people in here, and it's brown-skinned women of different shades, shapes, sizes. And all of them, before he even said his name, popped a balloon. So if he takes it in his head as, I'm not attractive or appealing to brown women, he's now the problem, because why are you assuming that no brown woman wants you or that none of us are attracted to your type of man? I'm not assuming. I'm going based off of the real-time results that I'm getting. And when I went and talked to these other people, they didn't mind the fact that I came off as calm and reserved. Like, I don't know. I think it's also interesting to note that it's 2 brown women that said, don't be surprised if he dates outside of his race after this. And somebody else said he's classy and smart. So why is that an issue? And that's another reason why I'm like, I don't understand why the one shorty popped when he said he worked for one of the largest design firms in the world. Because I have a good job? You popping because I have a job? I don't understand it, but I'm also not a woman, so maybe that's why. Now this right here is mad interesting. She made an iron into a purse, but I thought part of the point of a purse was to put stuff in the purse. And the only thing she put inside the iron was liquid diabetes. I don't understand. One, an iron, does it even hold more than like 8 ounces worth of fluid? So you're putting a juicy juice box around your neck, and I guess she said it's hollowed out. So I'll give her some grace, because my first thought is an iron is pretty heavy. You really about to walk around with a heavy ass iron around your neck? Okay. And then you pour juicy juice in it? That's really just some big back activity. That's some big backetry, bro. And so when I first seen this, I was like, yo, what is she doing? The blue is popping. See, that's like 4 ounces of juice, bro. What was the point? You spilling more juice than you even sipping. I guess it looked cool with the fit, seeing the colors come together like that, but the shit still look unnecessary, bro. Like, I honestly hope that she get in a fight and that somebody take that iron and bust her in the head with it. Because why are you doing this? You're doing the most. This is extra. This is fucking extra, bro. Not the straw, too. Like, you just carry the juice bottle around your neck. I'd rather you just carry the juice bottle around your neck than you ruin a perfectly good iron. I don't know. This kind of just irks me. And it's fucking bedazzled. Extra. We ain't even listen to that one.
We're gonna talk
This
about
right
that.
here is also extra as hell, bro. These is patience. I wouldn't have had the patience.
Okay. My chat boy, you like different girl. What's wrong with you? I get tight. Freaking tight. Y'all niggas. Get her tight. And then you're gonna tell me about, oh no, I don't like her. Oh no, this not my type, but she really a type and you fucking skinny girl and big girl. No,
What
make
is
her
she
tight.
talking
Because
about?
we
Like, she went to pop his balloon, and as she's going to pop the balloon, she talking about, you need to pick a type. What's your type? You can't be saying you like skinny girls and then go fuck on a thick girl and then say you like thick girls and then go fuck on a skinny girl. You need to pick a type. What were they even talking about? Like, to get her started on that, and then just watch how long she talked for.
do feel some type of way. Pick a type, stay there. You like skinny girls, stay there. You like thick girls, because you know we're gonna gain weight. Some of us, not all of us, because it ain't me. But please, make a type. I don't like that. I hate that with a passion. Like, why would you want to dibble and dabble all the goddamn time? You ain't old. You 40.
Yo, all right.
Pissing me off. Talking about I like skinny, I like that. I
You
don't
pissing everybody
I don't
else
like
off.
that. You pissed me off on that.
All right.
You was doing great and you just went.
All right. Let him.
I'm not gonna lie. If I was the host, I probably would have been like, shh. All right. I would have told her to be quiet or shut up. I honestly probably would have said, shut up. All right, bro, be quiet. But all right, let somebody else talk. Like, because I'm getting annoyed watching this shit.
Talk now. Let him talk.
He not gonna say nothing. He gonna be.
How you feel? Let him talk.
Where's he not
Come
gonna say
on.
that if you don't shut up?
Hey, for real. How you feel about like? There's a lot going on right now.
It's a lot going on.
I feel like I dodged a bullet.
Good.
You see the person.
You got too much patience for me.
Hold on.
Boring.
Let him talk.
She said you have too much patience for me. Since when did having patience become a negative quality or trait? What? You're too patient for me. That's a problem. So you want somebody who's a hothead who's gonna blow up like that? Okay.
Let him talk.
Right, fine.
That been happening since the beginning. You see, you can't talk. That's what's
I'm
gonna happen.
anxious. I'm an anxious person. You don't know me.
Nah, you just.
I'm actually quiet in real life. Ask him, unless I curse you out.
Gotta let him talk and let him cook. I'll let you
I
cook.
really, all right, sorry.
That's the problem. I don't want him to talk. She's about to say it's all about me, bro. What are you talking about? Then you don't need to be on a relationship show. If when you are conversing with somebody else, what the other person is saying doesn't matter outside of what you feel is important, then you don't deserve to be in a relationship with nobody, bro. Because the biggest thing about being in a relationship is consideration of the other person. If not, you're not in a relationship. I mean, if you can be, it's a very one-sided relationship. And who wants to stay in that, bro? Like,
The show though.
There, that's why I'm like, sorry for the show. Go ahead. I'm gonna let you talk. I really didn't want to hear.
That's what she's been doing to a few of them. You get an insight of
Doesn't
what
matter.
you got an insight of
Not your
what's to
business.
come.
I'm
Also,
doing it.
look at what she spoke about. Thick girls, we might get fat. That's another
I ain't
bullet.
getting fat.
That's another bullet you dodging. She said it herself. She said,
No, they get fat because they have babies.
All right, hold on.
Not me.
Hold on. Wait. Quiet on that. Don't direct it to me, bro. Like
Exactly.
I'm agreeing with it. 'Cause I don't agree with
I'm not trying to hear
that.
her
Jump
mouth.
in there with.
He's like, look, I'm not trying to hear her mouth or have her start directly addressing me with none of the bullshit that she's saying. But I'm not gonna lie, I wouldn't even kept talking. I would just be like, never mind, it's cool. We already popped. We don't need to go further. Yeah, fuck it, I'm done. I'm about to sit here and have this conversation.
boat,
So
my
you
guy.
ask how I feel about it.
All right,
I'm saying
thank
that
you.
I feel like I dodged a bullet.
Amen.
She's been aggressive. I don't have to do with
It's
that.
okay.
We're gonna wrap it
'Cause
up.
you know
We're
the
gonna
funny
wrap it
thing too also? You know, you are American, so I wouldn't know that you wouldn't understand me. You feel me? Because you may think it's aggressive, American aggressive, but it's not American aggressive. And I don't put my hands on people because I don't like people putting their hands on me. Shush. I talk a lot, yes, because I like to get my point across. I don't care what you saying. It's about me right now.
Don't like what you.
I don't care what you saying. Big red flag, lack of respect, lack of empathy. I honestly wouldn't have even tried to say nothing else to her.
Okay, so yeah, you could feel like you dodged the bullet. Thank you, Jesus.
We're gonna wrap that up. We're gonna wrap that up.
Okay.
Jamaican.
All right, well, you don't look it. Let's go next.
No.
Yeah, that was annoying. I wouldn't even try to ask no questions.
Like, I always wonder, that's the thing that you have to ask and you have to wonder to yourself is, how are these girls here, right? What do they do to... Miami is an expensive place, right? I pay $40,000 a month in rent just for this place alone. Damn! The other place is I pay $60K a month in rent. How are these bitches in the same city as me?
Yep. That's what I'd be trying to think too.
Well, I am also the top floor boss, but...
Yeah.
One, that's all crazy. Everything that's being said is crazy. $60,000 a month for housing. Even if I had it, I'm not doing it, bro. And if I am, I'm renting that motherfucker out and making at least 50% of what I'm spending back, at least, bro. What are we talking about? That's crazy. But he's making a good point. Being places like Miami, LA, you be like, all this shit mad expensive and you don't ever be doing nothing. How are you here? As a dude, you know how much it costs you to do things and get places because you have to pay for all of it. And so you meet a little shawty who don't be doing nothing on a day-to-day, but be in all the most expensive spots. What the fuck do you do? And who do you be doing it for and who with? That's something a lot of us need to be asking ourselves in these hot spot hubs, bro. The women that we run into in these places, how are you here if you don't work on a regular basis? How are you in this room if you don't have a job? Who flew you out? Who sent the Uber because you didn't drive and you hopped out of a black truck? Shit gets suspicious. It gets suspicious. Little shawty talking about she going on a trip. She flying out to Vegas for the weekend on a girls trip. On a girls trip, the same girls you was splitting entrees with last week, because y'all all was broke, but you still wanted to go get something to eat. Who the fuck paid for the plane ticket? And whose hotel room is you staying in? But I'm single, so I'm not asking none of these questions. I really don't give a damn. I move according to the program. And you just showed me that the program is not meant for me. There's an error in this code, and this is a game that I will not be playing. When you get back from your trip, go to the doctor, and if everything's straight, you can talk to me later. I hope you're safe. I hope your flight is good. And for the weekend, I'm with another bitch, bro. Fuck all of this shit. What? I think part of the reason you're telling me you're going on this trip is so I'm aware of the way that you do move. Because it wasn't like, this is the thing that get me. It was like, there was no pre-planning. There was no month in advance. I think I'm going to do this. It was just, oh, this weekend I'm going here. Drop of a hat. Gets suspicious. Gets a little suspicious. After 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday, I'm reading something. After 2 months of talking, I told this guy yesterday I wasn't ready for a relationship. And he responded, "It's been great. Hope you have a good one." And then blocked me. No effort, no pressure applied. I'm devastated. Why are you devastated? And then the next comment says, some guys don't have patience at all. I've been there and it's so annoying. If he was straightforward about the fact that he did want a relationship and your response is, I don't want a relationship, why is he now the issue for not applying pressure? I'm not about to make you want something you don't want. Isn't that coercion? Isn't that a little bit manipulative? Now you get into the relationship with nigga, and then you fall out later and you say, I never even wanted to be in a relationship. He manipulated me into being with him. He's saving himself a long-term headache and problem, if you ask me. As somebody said, all I can say is I'm proud of whoever that guy is. Trust and believe. If I told a woman I wanted a relationship and she told me she didn't want a relationship, I'm not even gonna ghost her. I'm just not gonna hit her first no more. If she want to see me, cool, make it happen, bitch. I mean, what's wrong with applying more pressure if you really wanted me? What? Just because I said I wasn't ready for a relationship doesn't mean we should stop talking. It does if I'm ready for a relationship, because I'm not trying to pull something out of you you don't have to give. What happened to fighting and sticking for who you love? After 2 months, bitch, I don't love you. I'm thinking that we possibly could build towards love, and you let me know you're not looking for love. So I'm not going to start serving you up something you're not looking for. It'd be like somebody saying, I don't eat lasagna and I don't like garlic bread. And I said, oh, for real? I was just preheating the water to boil to make the noodles. And you like, oh, well, cool. I like the fact you thought about me eating, but I don't think I want lasagna. And they still keep telling you that they're about to make the lasagna and they're preparing you a plate. Once you sit down to eat that shit, you're not going to want it. I'm not going to waste my time preparing this whole meal if you just told me you don't want it. What are we talking about? What's paining me is that I wasted 2 months of my time. All that talking to get blocked. This nigga felt like he had wasted 2 months of his time too. So he wasn't doing no more of it. And he probably honestly really liked you. That's why he had to block you, because he liked you so much it actually hurt his feelings. And that's some shit right there. Is my nigga still tender? You feel me? He's still slightly tender. And it's fine. It happens with all of us. We all go through it. I'm just leaving my tender stages behind recently. You feel me? And that's why I can call it out on another nigga. That's why he blocked her. Because any other, it would have been like, cool. So he don't want none. He also probably ain't getting no cheeks. I wonder if he got the cheeks already. Because if he had got the cheeks already, he might have said, you know, tuck this in my back pocket for now. And we'll double back around later. You feel me? But for him to be cut dry turkey, that's a nigga with standards. And that's a nigga that actually really does want a relationship. He wasn't fucking with you. And he felt like he was being fucked with. And that's why he disappeared on that ass, bro. Because he felt like you was fucking with him. Why you have to play games? You could have said, you know, I'm not sure if I'm ready for a relationship, but I like where things are going with you. Give him some type of grace or solace. You just said, I don't want a relationship. He said, okay, cool. I'm not going to try and make her want something she don't want. And a lot of niggas understand this. If she says, I don't want a relationship, and that's it, she don't really like you like that. Because even if she didn't really want a relationship, but she knew she liked you enough to be in a relationship with you, she would say something to at least make your feelings feel okay. Like I said, I like where things are going between us. I don't really want to rush it. Let's take it slow. She would say something outside of, I'm not ready to be in a relationship, or I don't want to be in a relationship. That's strictly letting me know you outside, bro. You are outside. You are going. You are hot for the team. You are still looking for a replacement. So if you are still looking for a replacement, I'm not going to keep auditioning. Any self-respecting young nigga is not going to keep doing the same shit. Even if he don't block you. If he's self-respecting, he's switching up his approach. At least he better. Any nigga underneath my guidance and coaching better be switching up your game once a little shorty tell you she not looking for the same thing that you think you looking for, bro. If you were letting it be known that you just want to have fun and she's saying she wants a boyfriend, all right, stop just treating her like she just want to have fun. You're going to lose her anyway if you keep doing that. But also don't start treating her like you want a girlfriend if you know you don't want a girlfriend. You feel me? It's a fine line. If you know you want a relationship and Lil Shawty said, I'm not looking for nothing serious, stop treating her like you would a woman who you are building a relationship with. You feel me? Stop treating her like she's about to be your girlfriend if she told you she don't want to be nobody girlfriend. Because if she thought she might want to be your girlfriend, she would not tell you, I don't want to be nobody's girlfriend. Simple as that. So I'm glad that he stopped applying. Don't know, bro. Fuck all of that shit. I'm not even reading the rest of these.
And I don't lay around and go fuck for tattoos and do things of that nature.
Let's come right here. Why did you decide to pop?
I ain't gonna even lie, you got it going on and everything, baby. But
I wouldn't know why she's
two things. One thing, you said you're a hairstylist. What type of hair you do?
I am. I do all types of hair.
That's the problem.
Is it?
I know how I am.
She
So
started taking
you
it
got a
back.
bunch of dudes in your chair all day, all week, every
but
You said you do hair. What type of hair do you do? She said all kinds, all styles. He said, all right, so you be having dudes in your chair. As soon as he said that, started backtracking.
I don't.
You do all type of hair.
don't.
Don't take
And-
it back.
and I do.
I'm just saying, but
However,
dudes in your chair talking the way I talk. If I see somebody like you, I ain't got time for it. That's all.
okay, so let me comment on that.
And so he said, you say you do hair, right? What type of hair do you do? All types, all styles. So you have dudes in your chair. I'm going to say it like this. For me personally, I know what type of guy I am. And if I was sitting in your chair and you look the way you do, I just know the types of things I'm going to be saying. And I'm not comfortable with that. Where is the problem? What? He is literally being vulnerable right there, saying, I know myself enough to know that if I was with a woman who did men's hair, it's going to make me feel some type of way. Because I know the type of nigga that I am. Yes, he's low-key telling on himself, but he's also telling on his level of comfortability with his significant other interacting with the opposite sex. It's a standard for him. You feel me? Like, so the amount of comments saying he's trolling or like he wasn't, dude got issues right here. It says, I hope he's trolling. Dude got issues. He got trust issues. He might have a little bit of trust issues, but he's also saying, I know who I am and I know how I act. And if I was sitting in the chair of a pretty woman like you for 2 hours, it's game time. So every nigga that you have in your chair, I'm going to be self-conscious about, and I don't want to do that. Him having the forethought and awareness to know himself enough is now a problem because she feels judged. And now she's saying, no. You just told me you do all types of hair, all kinds of hair. I'm not mad at you for it. He literally said, I'm not trying to change your hustle, get your money, but it's not going to work for me.
Because I don't do a lot of men's hair. I know how I am, and when I do hair,
Except my hair?
I'm sorry?
You stop doing hair, do hair except mine?
Would I stop doing their hair
Every
to do
dude
your
hair except mine.
If you were my man and you wasn't comfortable with that, yes.
See, don't miss no money with me.
But see, you have to also I don't do a lot of men hair as is without you, man. With that being said, like the man who is somebody who's like I don't do men's hair. It's
somebody's husband, somebody's boyfriend, somebody's brother, somebody's cousin. He said, would you stop doing all men's hair except for mine? The answer was no. So keep it pushing. Why is she qualifying herself so hard? I think it's because she feels judged.
my hair is very intimate. It's very up on
She
somebody.
just proved his point. She said doing someone's hair is very intimate. Exactly why he does not want to be with the woman who does other men's hair. He does not want his woman sharing that level of intimacy with random men that he doesn't know. It is something he is uncomfortable with. It is a boundary that he set for his own self. Just so happens you do hair, so that disqualifies you. Why is that such a problem? And in the comments, they're saying he trolling, he tripping, he doing too much, he got control issues. The nigga knows himself, bro. And he's telling you, I'm going to feel some type of way if I know that you was sitting at work with a nigga in your chair for 2 hours, 3 hours, and she wearing booty shorts right now. all them yams out. I know he said something to you. I know niggas be trying to get you to fold every single day. And even if you're not folding, it makes me uncomfortable knowing that my woman is put in a position. You want protectors. This nigga is literally trying to protect whatever he does make his. And he's not trying to force her under his provision or protection. It's not gonna work, shawty.
You see my point?
Yeah.
Maybe I can get my hair done one day. We'll see.
I don't know. We're going to see you pop your balloon, so maybe not you missed your chance, baby.
Hey.
But I don't do men here. But,
Yep.
you know, the ones that I do, you know, it's somebody who I know. I'm not just, anybody. But as far as I do quick weaves, sew-ins, closures, glue ins, you know. I do locks, but not every, you know.
I hear you. I appreciate it, though.
I get that.
That's my reason.
And what was number 2? Because you said 1 of 2.
You got a lot of tattoos. And
I
I'm
do.
like, man, who paid for them?
Me.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Like, man, you got some ink, and I need to know if they free or did you pay for them
I'm
or
not
somebody
gonna
else.
lie.
That's
For
what I
her
was
to
thinking.
say, like, act like this was such an egregious thing to ask. As a man, I paid for a girl's tattoo before. I paid for a woman's tattoo before. You feel me? Like, they act like it's crazy for a nigga to pay for a woman's tat or for a male tattoo artist to do free tats for women he's trying to get at. Like, yeah, it might have been a little forward, but at this point, they both already popped. He could have kept that to himself. They already popped. But hey, I think it was a valid thought. And this is something else for like all the people saying he's doing too much and all of this stuff. They asked him to explain the reason it wasn't a match for him. So you're asking for the inner workings of his brain and then saying it's invalid. How is his thought process invalid? This is literally how he felt in real time. He took the time to put it into words and went back and forth more than once. Sometimes people say, I don't want to go too far into detail, or they just say something simple. He could have just said, you got too many tattoos for me and left it at that. But he broke down the psychology behind why the tattoos mattered. I don't know if you pay for them all, and are you out here getting tattoos from niggas? You feel me? And if you are getting free tattoos from niggas, what are you doing to get them? Not saying anything about you personally, but there are women out here fucking for tats. It's the reality of the world that we live in. So for them to get mad at this nigga for living in the reality of the real world, I think is egregious. He ain't do or say nothing wrong, in my opinion, other than I feel like he could have said it all a little bit faster and just got it out. And the drawing out of it made it take too much like attention to the point. You feel me? But outside of that, I don't feel like he said nothing crazy.
He's delusional.
It costs a lot of money.
I do. And I actually want more. And I'm going to get more. So with that being said,
I was thinking about it. Ain't no problem.
And I get
That's what I
that.
was thinking about.
All right. He seemed a bit insecure.
Is he a type? Why not? Why or why not?
He is somebody who I would give a chance to. I like your outfit, but I feel like it's a lot going on. But that is something that could also be talked about and worked on. But your mindset and what you're thinking about right now to pick me, I don't like that, and I'm not fond of it. Because at the end of the day, I'm a grown woman.
Don't nobody care. He already popped his balloon. So you justifying why it wouldn't work after he already said it wouldn't work. What are we talking about?
Like, oh, why are you single? Because I like women that look like this.
And do.
I like women that look like this.
And do.
That look like this.
And do.
That look like this.
All of that.
That look like this.
All of that.
And I'm trying to turn one into one of these.
Well, that woman done lost half.
And that's why I'm single. Like, oh, why are you single? Because I like women that look like this.
It's like, look, the women that look like this.
I like women that look like this.
A lot of the women who look like this be going. They be outside, bro. They be highest bidder type shit.
That look like this.
Same.
Like this.
Now she's fine.
That look like this. And I'm trying to turn one into one of these.
And that's the thing. Why they look like that is hard to turn them into more than just that. Because they look like that and they using them looks to get everything and more. You feel me? And I ain't mad at it. It's just I understand what he's saying. Part of the reason I'm single is because I like.
And that's why I'm single. Like, oh, why are you single? Because
sometimes hoes do not be trying to sit down, and you can't cuff that. You can't cuff that. You can't cuff one of those, bro. You can't. Unfortunately.
I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
For 2 bands, for 2 minutes? Nigga, come on, it's a win-win, bro. What you got to lose?
Weight. That's what he got to lose. Weight, nigga. That's what he got to lose.
That's crazy.
Some weight. What the fuck?
Wait. He said
What
that
more
shit.
do you want from me? Food, nigga. That's what.
That's crazy.
I'm answering every question.
He say, I've been fighting for my fucking life.
And is.
And is.
Y'all killing me with this. He's killing himself.
No. Nigga, you can't stop
What
now.
the fuck is he doing? What?
It
I want to know his body intake, bro.
His body intake.
Speaking of the body intake, gang, let's get you
What does that even
up
mean?
them stairs. And then we're gonna come help
He
you
said,
down.
let's
If you
get
don't
you
make
up
it
them
down,
stairs.
gang,
We're going to call the ambulance, bro. You just
Ambulance.
get 911 on speed up.
I don't think I'm gonna do it. I don't think I'm gonna do it.
That's crazy. He said, I don't think I'm gonna do it. I think they was trying to get him to go upstairs. They offered him 2 bands to go up the steps, and he said, I'm not gonna do it. And he said he can't, bro. He said, what do you got to lose? Wait. That's crazy. AB is a clown for this one, bro. It's crazy that way that AB and Dean done took over the internet, bro. I see him on every platform, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Every single day I see these niggas at least 10 times, and I'm not mad at it because every single time it actually be funny. And I'm glad that Dean stopped getting smacked in the face and shit, because that really wasn't funny. I was low-key annoyed to see a nigga who was a professional fighter get bullied and bodied by niggas that don't fight. Like, what's going on, bro? You gonna have to stop talking. I will say he went at it with what's his name? Adam Crip Matt. I did see him squabble with Crip Matt real quick. And he pieced that nigga up, gave him some body shots. You feel me? So I give him props for that. But I prefer this nigga just being silly and goofy. Fuck a fight.
Unfortunately, a lot of women are taught that their sexuality is their value. So they use their sexuality to feel wanted, chosen, good enough, beautiful. But this is the danger of building your identity and your self-worth from your body, right? The danger is that now you're dependent on being lusted after to feel good enough. You learn that you're useful if you're sexually useful. I want to stress the importance that sex is beautiful inside of a marriage. But
so I just want to say